Hello everyone, Chris here. I am in the dinghy on another adventure. We are off to buy diesel. I got some yellow cans in the dinghy. It looks like we're gonna need about, I don't know, 12, 13 gallons. That's how much it took to get from Charleston to here. So not too bad, more than I would have liked to use, but we had to use the motor a couple of times in the night, and then the wind died, and I ended up having I ended up having a boat come. They were doing like 30 knots, and the AIS kept saying like 50 feet, closest point of approach, 500 feet, 200 feet. And I'm like, that sucker's asleep going 30 knots in the middle of the night. So I turned the motor. There was like 2 knots of wind. We were basically stuck in the water. So I turned the motor on, revved her up to like, we were going like 3.5, 4 knots. And after that, I just left it on. So that was probably less than the most efficient way to go, but I don't mind. So instead of using, I don't know, we probably would have used 8 gallons. We used an extra 5. But anyway, the marina, there are a couple of marinas in here, but we're gonna go to the yacht club, which is just outside, or rather at the entrance of the Carolina Beach Cove. We're gonna go in that direction, and not that marina, but the one over, you can't really see it. But anyway, it's around the corner, let's go. And of course, I brought tea. Oh, I've shared before that, and never an ad, but I bought the a park flask, and it's pretty cool. It keeps the tea super hot, and it comes with little cups. Anyway, off we go. Totally remembered there is something super cool at this fuel dock that I can't wait to show you. It is the coolest thing ever, and it's a total surprise. All right, we're almost there. There's the fuel dock where we're gonna get our diesel, and there's the barge. They took a barge, put a couple of containers on it, and turned it into a floating bar. It's the coolest thing ever. So let's get some diesel and then go take a look. So absolutely cool. Anyway, they have the bar, they have the office, they have the upstairs. Then all this is open, and they have a stage over there. Anyway, isn't that place so cool? I could see that working in so many different places, especially if you stuck it out on the water and had a, essentially a designated driver. So like if you had a free launch to bring you to and from, and you know, tip your launch driver, but that could be really cool. I'm thinking someplace with a lot of moorings, you know, like, I don't know, Boot Key or Key West, where there's just like, you know, 500 mooring balls, and then still a bunch of people at anchor. Anyway, or somewhere in the Bahamas. Like, could you imagine that floating in Georgetown? Anyway, off we go. We're gonna go back to the big boat, lift these up, and then one more run to shore. I'm going to do the litter box and take the trash to shore. So nothing too exciting, and I think that could wait until after dinner. But anyway, we got our fuel. I got to show you, oh, it's already out of the shot, the barge. There it is, right in Carolina Beach, North Carolina. So hope everyone is having a good night. I hope your weekend is off to a good start, and I will chat with you later. Bye.